Twitter turns 20, 2 decades of memes, movements, and hot takes. The story begins on July 15, 2006, when the platform opened its doors to the public and thousands of strangers began to share their thoughts in 140 characters. A soft launch had come earlier that month, when Jack Dorsey, the co-founder and first chief executive, posted the first ever tweet, "Just setting up my TWTTR," on March 21, 2006. That single line of text hinted at what was to become a global town square, a place where anyone could voice an opinion, a meme, or a hot take with a tap of a button. The 140-character limit, later expanded to 280, forced users to be concise, turning every word into a potential viral moment. In its early years, Twitter became the default press release from politicians, owners of small businesses, and the curious. Governors and heads of state, and one American president in particular, used the platform to speak directly to the public, cutting through traditional media filters. When Iran's 2009 presidential election sparked a wave of protests, demonstrators used the hashtag language to broadcast their grievances beyond borders, turning the platform into a global watchdog. The same tool that circulated memes also offered a lifeline to women exposing sexual harassment and assault, most famously fueling the hashtag #MeTooHips. In that same year, 2009, Twitter's emerging culture of hashtags began to shape public conversation. The user Ashley Weatherspoon coined hashtag #UnknoWhereBlackWhen, which critics called the origin story of Black Twitter, a community that would later use to discuss the killings of Trayvon Martin and George Floyd, the Black Lives Matter protests, and the election of President Trump, as well as become a body of humor and fierce critique. The early 2000s also saw the birth of mimicking protest emojis, like a gif of Michael Jackson's popcorn drinking moment from Thriller that encoded amused anticipation in a single image, and the rise of protest hashtags to movements such as hashtag #OscarsSoWhite, a form of dissent against Hollywood's lack of diversity. The shorthand told you what to feel, evoked images in seconds, and made movements increasingly visual. Meanwhile, the platform's low cost and low barrier to entry gave voice to the suppressed and the marginalized, cementing Twitter's reputation as an arena for a broad range of discourse from politics to personal stories. Not only humans found a playground on Twitter. On May 13, 2009, American astronaut Mike Massimino made history by becoming the first person to tweet from space. This milestone showed that the platform was reaching beyond Earth and that even scientific missions had become part of the global conversation. Fast forward to 2023, when the platform was acquired by entrepreneur Elon Musk and rebranded as X. The new name signaled a major shift in strategy, but the core of the platform, the 140-character editorial vacuum where ideas collide, remains. Over 20 years, Twitter metamorphosed from a niche microblogging site to a crucible of memes, political discourse, and social movements. It hosted the world's first remote speech by a world leader, chronicled global protests, democratized the fight against sexual harassment, and even carried the first tweets carried aboard a shuttle to repair the Hubble Space Telescope. At its peak, it was a platform where governors and presidents communicated directly, but it also empowered ordinary citizens to shoplift. Reflections on Twitter's legacy remind us that social media can shape history, both creating opportunities for social change and opening new avenues for political engagement. As we turn the page to the next chapter under the X banner, the imprint of the past 2 decades, memes, movements, 10-second essays, remains in the way we write and read each other's comments. That's the story of Twitter turning 20, a tale of voices that once fit 140-character bubbles and a platform that helped shape revolutions in politics, culture, and activism. Thank you for joining me on this reflection. This is where the discourse remains active and ready for the next 20 years. Goodbye for now.